You're now tuned in to the latest, the newest, hottest show on YouTube. I got a story to tell. Hosted by your boy, OG Sonny Blanco. Fire interviews, worldly topics, and much more. Stay tuned. OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. You heard?
Good people, you are now tuned in. OG Sonny Blanco, I got a story to tell, you heard? But yo, before we get into the story, you already know 050's the movement. But yo, my G, Dread, aka Sky, BX Finest and all of that. That's my baby boy right there. Shout it out, Dread. That's my G. Hey, yo, Bambino. Bam, I ain't forget about you, my G. Shout it out, my G Bam and all that. Brian Henderson, a.k.a. Little Shabazz and all of that. Queensbridge Finest. My G, what's goody? You already know. Triple Beam Show, you already. St. Laz, you already. Saladin, MacMean, the whole team. Gemstone, you already. Mr. Red Diamonds, hashtag Daywalkers. You already. So, yo, let's get into it. All right, so, bang. Yesterday, right? Hold on. Yesterday, right? We was talking about my G, Shari, my ex-G, you know what I mean? Shari, right? How kids forget what you do for them, how you held them down. Give you a little recap, right? Peoples came around the corner on them, ready to get right on them. I came around the corner and held them down. All right? He all hot, he all on the news, Midland's Most Wanted and all of that, right? Niggas ain't really trying to let them rest that day resting all of that, right? Let them hold the couch. A little weak or something, hold it down, right? Bang. So now he bumming back down. He doing all type crazy licks. Licks ain't getting him nowhere, right? He run down a little story to me. I tell him, yo, son, that's the lick right there. So we do the lick, we get right, we shoot down to Atlanta. All right, so you already know I got locked up in the A, right? So now I bailed out. We got to the hotel, right? Got to the hotel and all that. Hold on. I'm bugging. I got a damn near whole, this ain't even no clip. It's almost a whole joint right here. But all right, so bang. So I get out, right? Bomb me out. Sham. This was Sham became my brother. Word. Sham bum all the way back to the Met. Get the peoples. The peoples come bail me out. Right? We get back. My peoples is shivering. All cold. She all cold because she ain't know it was that cold down there. You know what I mean? I done stole like 5 leathers and all of that. Niggas is rocking my leathers and all of that. They ain't even give my shorty nothing to hold her down from the cold and all. All right, so bang, so I'm hot, right? I'm tight. Soon as we get back to the hotel, pull up in the telly and all of that, right? Soon as I pull up in the room, everybody in the room already. I shoot straight to Shari, like, yo, what the fuck is really good, my G? Like, that's how you play? So we start arguing and all that. He like, nah, son, it wasn't like that. Nah, son, it was exactly like that. This how you play. Like, I'm really starting to see this how you play. You a shicey ass nigga, right? So, bang, we arguing all of that. Now, I tell you, he got like this little reputation, right? Nigga from the Bronx and all of that. Big nigga, he kind of remind you of KRS-One and all of that. But more in shape, you know what I mean? He's big size, but he in shape like with it, right? Kind of remind you of KRS-One and all of that. Got a little reputation, plus the stigma in New York, niggas down south and all of that, right? But I don't give a fuck about none of that. I've been dumping in your head. So while we bark, I'm like, yo, my nigga, you might got these niggas fooled, my nigga, but I know you. Like, I know you. I remember when your sister had to fight for you, B. Like, I know you, my G. Let's not do that. I've been dumping in your head since, yeah, just give me my guap, my nigga. He talking about he ain't got all the guap, this, down the third, so I take what he got and all that. Told you the U-Haul was in my people's name, so I'm taking the U-Haul. They got to put everything back in the room and all of that, right? I'm out. I'm done with it, right? But some type of way, him and Ha got kind of cool over the little 3-4 weeks, month, or whatever. Him and Ha done got cool, right? So on his way back up top, he convinced Ha to go back up top with him, right? I don't know what him and Ha doing up top. I just know they in the BX and they running around all brazy, right? Like they laying shit down and all type brazy, right? But Ha how I start to see the type of time the nigga on. Like, when the nigga told me he was going, I wanted to tell the nigga, like, yo, son, fuck with that nigga, B. But the God a grown man, right? He ain't already experienced what I just went through, but the God a grown man, right? Like, if that's your choice, God, do what you do. So the guard went up there. Now he's starting to see the type of time the nigga on. So the guard bums back. The guard giving me all the info, all the science and all of that. Like, yo, this nigga, yada, ray, you know what I mean? All this is going down, all that, right? So I'm like, yo, son, so what happened to the rest of the shit? Like, yo, y'all got the rest of that shit off? He like, nah, son, we threw, as soon as you left, like a day or two later, we couldn't get around with this shit. So we threw this shit in the storage. I'm like, a word? I'm like, yo, you got the code, son? He like, yeah, I know the code. I'm like, yo, write that down for me, son. Pardon. So he writes the code down and all of that, right? So, bang, this is where my G Shazzy, Shazoo, shot it out, right? I told you in a few stories ago, like, shot the big bag heist and all of that. Shazoo, he a producer and all of that, right? Plus, he got a little studio he trying to put together. It's mad equipment in there. I'm not even thinking about the paper no more, right? I'm like, equality. See that equality work both ways. You got to flip the coin, right? On heads, it's positive equality, right? On heads. Yo, come on, son, I'm going to hold you down. I'm around the corner. Don't worry about these niggas. Or word, you hot right now, you need a place to lay your head. I got you. Don't worry about nothing. Or word, you trying to put some schemes together, shit ain't working for you. Run that down again for me. Yo, that shit lick right there. Playing the whole shit out for you and all of that. We knock it off, we getting money and all of that, right? But flip the coin. See, when you do dirt, or when you do somebody that's been doing nothing but playing right by you, you do that nigga dirty, I gotta give you that same equality, B, on the negative end though, right? So boom, as soon as I heard about the storage and all that, I called Shazzy. I'm like, yo, Shazzy, Shazoo, yeah, listen. I got a whole bunch of equipment down here in the A, my nigga, all type of shit. I need to go down here and get this. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep some shit for me. Whatever you know what I mean, you want, whatever, we go put that in the studio and all that. So me, Sham, Shazzy, I forget who else is with us. We run down to the A. Run up in the storage and all that. Storage jumping like it's back. We take all of that. Plus the nigga, nothing for nothing. Shari, a little fly nigga and all of that, right? So he had some fly. I took all that shit. I'm back in the Met, rocking some shit. The nigga Alibaba like, yo, son, ain't that? I'm like, yeah, nigga, and what? Like, you already know. He like, yo, you wildin'. Niggas called me Aleem at the time. He like, yo, you wildin'? Nah, I ain't wildin'. Why I'm wildin'? This nigga did me all type of dirty, but I'm the one wildin', right? I'm the one on some greasy shit, right? So that's just like, yo, listen. Right? So whatever was in the studio, in the storage, we took all that. I sold some more of this shit, pocketed that shit, broke some bread off with Sham and all of that. The rest of it, we gave to Shazzy, right? Shazzy put up in the studio. So bang. I ain't hiding nothing. Neither you tell the nigga I did that. I told you I'm rocking some of the nigga shit and all of that. Like, yeah, son, I did that. It is what it is, right? Equality, my G. I played nothing but right with you. Right? So this how the Facebook shit come up with Tiger and all of that, right? So we on Facebook talking. One of my posts is some shit. I got my G Face Mob in the post. Alibaba in the post. A few cats, you know what I mean? They all in the post. So we talking and all that. I just so happen to be, I think, 1 year older than Alibaba and maybe like 2 or 3 years older than Face Mob, right? So while we talking, we say some shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all niggas, I don't know who you talking to. Respect your elders. Like, you must be talking to the Face Mob, B. That ain't me. You already know, Alibaba. The nigga Tiger say some slick shit in the comment. So as soon as he say some slick shit, I jump like, yeah, nigga, hold on, nigga. I ain't never, ever remember you being on no G shit. You was a pretty boy. You know what I mean? No homo, pretty boy, bow-legged, funny-eyed nigga. You was a pretty boy. You weren't never no tough nigga. Like, yo, watch your mouth, watch your conduct and all of that, nigga. Like, who's you really talking to? So he say some slick shit. I'm like, yo, my nigga, I'm still the same nigga that ran down on you and Dino when y'all came to the Shari shit and all that. He was right. Yo, that wasn't me, nigga. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. He was right about that shit, right? And I had to think about it. It was Bear and Dino, right? So he was right about that shit. But the nigga was like, yo, I'm cool with Shari right now. Nigga, I'm on Shari page right now. Like, I'll go holler at the nigga. So he went and hollered at Shari. Shari bumped back to my page. Nigga, you ain't never did shit for me, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? I ain't never needed niggas for nothing, nigga. Fuck, like, nigga. Like, your word. Like, nigga. Like, you forgot. You forgot, right? When your so-called homeboys forget. Who else came around that corner when Dino and Bear is ready to off your top? Huh? Who else came around that corner when Dino and Bear is ready to off your top? Like I said, my G, I remember when your sister, you might be a tough dude now. You might have laid something down and all that now. But remember, nigga, I remember when your whole character flipped. Huh? Because your sister had to fight for you on the bus and all of that, right? You remember? Huh? You couldn't ride that down, huh? It's a certain incidents in people's life that just spark a change in them. He couldn't ride that down. That incident sparked a change in him, right? I'm always like the cool one, like everybody got beef with this nigga, that nigga. Niggas really got beef with me. I really jump into beef, that's my shit, right? It's always like that, right? But niggas forget. When your so-called homie forget, huh? I done nothing but spread equality with you, my G. Huh? But you come to my page, oh, nah. Matter of fact, this shit happened like maybe about 2 years ago or whatever. Nah, you ain't never done nothing for me. You know what I mean? Boldly. Like, he really wholehearted believe this, nigga. You must have bumped your head. Huh? Alibaba wasn't fucking with you. Huh? When you needed somewhere to rest your head at when you was hot. All on Mentalist Most Wanted and all of that. You was on my couch, homie. Huh? CT ain't come around the corner. Nobody else came around. Shout out CT. I ain't saying shit bad about my dude CT. He probably ain't even hit CT. That ain't CT type of party and all of that, right? But CT ain't come around the corner when niggas is ready to off your top. That was me, homie. Huh? Every plan you put together, homie, it failed. Remember you ran up in the joint. That shit ain't work out. And you had an inside man in that shit. And that shit ain't work out. Remember you ran down on something else. That shit ain't work out. It wasn't until you got with me. And I'll put it together. Like, yo, son, that shit licked right there. Me, I put the whole team together on that right there. Huh? Even when we got down to the 8, that's why the guards rock with me. I'm the one who showed the quality. Yo, we gonna split this even. The only one who ain't getting the even cut is Just. But Just did do some work. Without Just, we wouldn't have got down here. So just hold that. Huh? You a shiesty individual, B. Probably to your core. To your bone, you shiesty, homie. But yo, watch those you called your homies. Watch those you call your friends. Watch those you call your brothers. Like, you hear me say brother a lot? I'ma tell you who's my brothers, right? Rasheen, Dookie Doo, right? Sham, King Ski, right? Face Mob, right? D, right? Alibaba, right? Ha, right? Those my brothers and a few others, right? Ain't got time to, I do got time. Jersey Jinx, Goodfella, you know what I mean? Those my brothers right there, and those are friends. But we built a bond and we done some shit together or done some things for each other that blood family ain't do. And I got a big family, but like your blood family ain't do, right? Sometimes you run across a few, right? That's gonna be there for you, right? So watch who you call your so-called friends or your so-called homies or your so-called men. Those are called my brother right now. I ain't got no new friends, homie. Those are called my brother. They've been around 20 plus years. Huh? Either back in NY when I was a teenager and kid and all of that, or when I moved down south. Or my man, like my man Red. My man, I'm going to do a story about Red. My man Red in South Boston, Virginia and all that. My man Kamal in Minnesota and all of that, right? But we go back. We put time in together, right? Some of these cats I done bids with and all of that. We done got it in together, back to back, side by side. You know what I mean? So if you ain't got that type of history with your peoples, if your peoples is not genuinely concerned about you and your well-being, they ain't your peoples. The first sign of shystiness, the first sign of some grimy shit, I would tell you cut it off right there, but now I'm going to give you one better. Address it. If you don't like what you heard back after you address that, you dead that right there. Because everybody ain't got your best interests at heart. You can't expect everybody to be on the type of time you on. You know what I mean? Say you're a 5%er like myself, right? And you study the lessons and all that. You know what equality is. What's the definition of equality, right? Even though he know the definition of equality, even though he studied the same lessons you study, sometimes A alike don't be alike. So therefore, you ain't go see alike. You dig? That's my good word right there, yo. Watch your surroundings. Watch those within your company and all of that. It be the one right there, the shystest one. It be the one right there, the most jealous one. It be them types, yo. So, yo, hold your square down. Protect your cipher and all of that, right? Stay 050. You heard? OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. All my people, shout it out, right? Lord Kashim, go check my son page out. Lord Kashim. The guard, Abu Shah. Go check the guard page out. The guard in them streets and all of that. You already know the rest of the team. Shout it out. Y'all be easy. Hey, yo. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Those that really rock with me, hit that little notification bell up in the corner and put that joint on all. So you get all my notifications when I'm about to drop something, pop something off. Once again, good people, we growing. And I appreciate y'all. A little month. I ain't paying for no subs and none of that. All mine is organic, right? So let's keep it like that, good people. I appreciate y'all. Easy.
You're now tuned in to the latest, the newest, hottest show on YouTube. I got a story to tell. Hosted by your boy, OG Sonny Blanco. Fire interviews, worldly topics, and much more. Stay tuned. OG Sonny Blanco. I got a story to tell. You heard?